how to get an unfurnished apartment in Medellin, Colombia. So this is a video of a video series with 3 videos, how to get a room, unfurnished apartment and a furnished apartment. And in this video I will talk about how to get an unfurnished apartment here in Medellin, Colombia without paying gringo prices and having a good deal. So on a weekly basis we get a lot of questions about, hey, can you help me get an unfurnished or even furnished apartment here in Medellin, Colombia? Because unfortunately it's not so easy. So what is the problem of getting an apartment in Medellin, Colombia? For that I have to explain you the process. So the process here normally, if you expect just to go to a rental agency or with a realtor and then sit down with them and get an apartment. The issue is that Colombia is very, very bureaucratic and they have really trust issues with their clients. So a lot of agencies require what they call a fiador. So a fiador is a co-signer. And in most cases it's not even one fiador, it's 2 fiadores, so 2 co-signers. They have to be Colombian, they have to have either real estate or an income or both. So it's very, very hard for the foreigner that has no contacts to Colombians with maybe real estate income and stuff like that to get just a normal apartment here. So what do a lot of expats do? They go on website, on Google and stuff like that, try to find an apartment there and pay way too much money for an apartment which on the local market would be way, way less. Another common issue also is maybe they go to an agency, they can somehow convince them to do it without the co-signer, and then they have to have a deposit of like 6 or 7 or 8 months of rent or even more. I've heard everything. So yeah, this is really the issue of expat life in general here in Colombia, Medellin. This is just really a big part of a headache that every expat has to go through. So here in this video I will tell you how you can wiggle your way through in the whole story of getting your dream apartment here in Medellin. So how to get an unfurnished apartment here in Medellin. So you could, as I said, go on a Google search, but most probably you will pay way too much money for that. So try to leave it out. The other thing is you can go on Facebook, do a Facebook search in groups like Apartments for Expats in Medellin or Medellin Expats or something like that. And then the common people will then come to you. There's some realtors out there that cater for foreigners. They have kind of good prices, so yeah, that could be really an option for you. These are the more or less 2 ways where you can get an apartment more or less hassle-free. So you just go there, ask the questions, and then those people will then give you an apartment, and that's it. If you want to do it the local way and want to get the prices down even more, you could do it like we did it. We talked about in detail how we got our apartment for 320 bucks a month in this video. But for you, how you can make it happen is once you're here, maybe you're in an Airbnb that has like a contract for a month or something like that, and you want to get your unfurnished apartment. You can do it like that. You can go out and explore the area where you want an apartment, and then look for the signs on the windows where it says se vende or it says se alquila or something like that. So then you know this apartment is free for rent or maybe to sell. And even if it says sell, you can still try to call it and ask if they want to rent it. But of course, for that you must speak Spanish. So and kind of a good Spanish, because Spanish through telephone is even more difficult than like face-to-face Spanish. So you have to know Spanish for that. Another trick you can do is go to the porteria. So the porteria is if you have the big high-rises, the edificios. They have like somebody that guards the door there and stuff like that, and you can go there and ask if they know if some apartment is free and if they know the direct owner of that apartment, because the issue with the co-signer are not the owners or stuff like that. These are the agencies, and they don't have too much wiggle room to negotiate with you. And on the other hand, the owner of the apartment, it's his apartment. He can do whatever he wants in accordance to the law. So yeah, just the idea of that is pretty much get the contact of the owner. Some people even bribe the people in the porteria, so the people that work there, the security guards, bribe them for the name. So yeah, maybe you want to do that too. Of course, for that you need to speak kind of fluent Spanish. Know a couple of expats that did it this way and yeah, had very, very good results at the end of the day. Here in Colombia, it's just very, very important for you if you can negotiate something, then you just have to be a very, very good negotiator and have some time for that. And then, yeah, you are able to make a very, very good deal. Yeah, and this sounds kind of confusing and complicated, and I don't want to sugarcoat it. It really is. So that's to get an apartment, really, as we did it, like the real local prices, it's just so big of a hassle. If you don't want to do the hassle, we offer a relocation service with a partner here in Medellin, Anna. The link is in the description down below, where we just take care of you, give you the apartment with your needs to a fair price for you, and yeah, pretty much it. Anna does a real great job with helping all the foreigners coming here, and yeah, it's just not just finding an apartment; it's way much more. So check it out on the link in the description down below. So what prices should you expect from an apartment in Medellin? So we take Poblado as like a baseline, and then I will tell you, after I tell you the prices of Poblado, I will then tell you what difference you can expect from other neighborhoods in Medellin. So and yeah, first of all, these prices are really the local prices, like the prices you would get with an agency where you have to have a fiador. If you have an apartment which does not require a fiador, like with a company that caters for expat or something like that, the prices will be around 30 to even 40% higher. Even though cheap, but they will be higher than a local market. Here, these prices are the local market prices. So yeah, just to be sure. So one bedroom apartment in Poblado could be from 1.5 million to around 2.2 million pesos per month. Does not include any amenities or Wi-Fi or anything like that. So these are the prices in Poblado. A two-bedroom apartment will be around 2 million to 2.5 million, something like that. And like a three-bedroom apartment could be from 2.5 to 3.5 million pesos per month. Yeah, it really depends. Of course, these are more or less average figures. You will find way higher and way lower stuff. And as I said, these are the local prices. So yeah, if an agency works or caters to foreigners, you also have to understand that they do not gringo price you. If they do not require a fiador, if they have a kind of a good website and all that kind of stuff, yeah, go figure, they have to pay that too. They have more risk and stuff like that, they have to calculate in their price. So even if you have a price that is 30, maybe 40% higher than that what I stated, it's not an unfair price, it's just another deal. And yeah, another thing, of course, if you have just something that is 3-4 times higher than the local market, yeah, welcome to Medellin, you are getting gouged. So yeah, and I have to also say, luxury apartments is not what I'm talking about. So I don't talk about the apartments that are like penthouse, whirlpool and all that kind of stuff. So I talk about normal apartments. So these were the prices from Poblado. What about the other neighborhoods? So you can do it more or less like that. The prices I mentioned, if you want to stay in Laureles or Envigado, it's around 10% less than in Poblado. And if you want to stay in Estadio or in Sabaneta, it's around 20% or even 30% less than when you have an apartment in the Poblado area. This was pretty much it. I hope the video helped. I tried to be as honest as I can. And yeah, if you want to find out more about the relocation service, the link is in the description down below. And if you want to find out more about expat life, don't forget to check out our website. We have a lot of great content there, a free country test and much more. So make sure to check it out now.